at the age of 9. I actually lost my arm in an industrial accident. Carried me and machine in the back of a cop car down to the Drumheller Hospital, where a surgeon who was a Second World War veteran, saved my elbow. And for anybody who knows anything about being an amputee, as an arm amputee with an elbow, it makes a profound difference in their life in terms of adapting to work and or mobility. Really didn't get introduced to Paralympic sport until I was in my 30s. A ski coach, he says, yeah, it's easy to fit into the mainstream and just be cool because you're different. He says, I think you're afraid to see how you measure up against people who are exactly the same as you. Well, now he had me. And that's how I got pulled into the Paralympic skiing side. And that led to actually trying out to go to Seoul, Korea in 1988. I made the selection standard 3 times, all at sanctioned meets, and yet nobody had told me that I wouldn't be selected. And he looked at me and says, you don't understand how this works. We had the team selected months ago. But I'm looking at him, I'm going, I'm after your job. I am gonna change the system because this is all BS. And that's what really started me down that path of redefining and being part of reshaping and retooling the Paralympic movement in Canada. In '98, I was the chef de mission, which was probably my most powerful and rewarding sport experience. And I was not a competitor. I wasn't a coach. I was representing the athletes as a team leader. I was flying back after, a fairly successful games in a number of ways. A fellow from the government, Sport Canada, he said, you guys are coming out of Nagano and you've had this incredible games, but you're going into Sydney and your organization is bordering on insolvency. We didn't have anybody to cover the uniforms. We didn't have the host organizing committee covering airfare. We just about didn't send a team. I'd argued we were going to send a team naked to get lots of press because we didn't have uniforms. We found the money, got people involved that helped us find the money, and we sent a team of 150. And the women's wheelchair basketball team three-peated. The men's wheelchair basketball team won gold. We had the best success ever at a Paralympic Games, the summer version, in our history, and to this day it's the best ever. I had a quarter of a century, 25 years, where I felt I was at board tables, in roles of decision-making, working with people, but also incredibly privileged to have the opportunity to witness these things. And my roots have always been small-town prairie boy. That, I came from a village of 180 people, had an accident that changed the path of my life, but you know what? At the heart of it, I know I'm an Alberta boy, and I haven't let that hold me back. I'm always respectful, but I like to cut through the red tape and the BS.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Alberta Sports Hall of Fame, 2024 inductee, Patrick Jarvis.